working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Hey, what up, though? Hey, welcome to the program. Let's go live with Lamont King. I'm Lamont King, and we are now live. Let's go. Broadcasting live from the brand new remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.
Thank you, Lord Jamal, brand Nubian. You know what I mean? Good to see y'all, man. This is something we do every Monday through Friday, Lord willing, 6 p.m. to 7 Eastern time. Shout out to everybody on the West Coast watching right now and worldwide. Something like a podcast, a little something like a podcast, but different, but similar, but the same, and yet not even. So we're here, and know what that means? We're saluting our longest running sponsor, Drunken Fruit, drunkenfruit.com. If you go visit them, when you hear the harp, ladies and gentlemen, it means they're having a 10% sale on holiday bundles. What is a holiday bundle, you ask? That's these little lovely items right here. 2-piece or the 5-piece. I think a 4-piece, 2-piece or the 4-piece, 4-ounce bottles of deliciousness. Something you can't do on yourself. Something do yourself. Oh, pause. You could do it on yourself. Something that would make a great gift for the holidays, because you ain't going nowhere, because we just started the lockdown officially nationwide. You can't go a goddamn place. So you might as well send a gift of alcohol. Shoot them an email for menu and pricing at the email on your screen, inquiries@drunkenfruit.com. So there's that, man. 10%. Say this. You got to say, let's go live when you order. I heard this on the show. 10% off the bundles when you mention the show and my name. You got to say them both, though. All right. There's that. Let's get that out of there. Yeah, man. Good to see you. How y'all feeling, man? Peanut Gallery, what up? Executive producer down there in Studio G. Mr. Clarkson. And our New York bureau chief is on standby doing research. John Watson from All Fun and Games on Fridays. Good to see y'all. First time viewers, welcome to the program. This is what you get. Don't expect much else, but I'm glad you came. And repeat offenders. Now here's my issue. It's the end of the week, so I can relax, take the filter off. Y'all not doing y'all job, man. Y'all not bringing people. Everybody should bring one person every time they come. You ain't even gotta. Just like the suit, man. I talk about the suit. Oh, it's like a loom, man. This is a podcast loom. You ain't even gotta bring one person every time. You bring one person, and that person keeps coming. Then I press them out to bring somebody else. So once you do yours, once you get watered the first time, and I'm shouting you out because you brought somebody, then we move on. Now we focus on them bringing somebody. So I'm not going to harp on you per se once you do it. But if you're not going to do it, come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Y'all selfish, man. Y'all just tune in. It's like 40 of y'all. Y'all just tune in every day because you want to be here, but you don't want to bring nobody. What kind of selfish shit is that? In a lockdown? In a lockdown. Oh, man. You got to share the wealth. All right. So anyway, speaking of which, this show is brought to you by viewers like you. Viewer supported, 100% viewer supported. And the way you can support us, $ Lamont King 06. You hit a good moment during the show, learn something, you hear a punchline, and that's really what it's all about. We're trying to build here, build an operation. There's production costs involved. There's things we want to do, some places we want to go with the channel, with the show, and can only do it with you. And we appreciate you for that. Could have gone the other way. You could be somewhere else watching some other shit, but you're watching this one, which is appreciated. Also introduce the co-host for today, Crispus. He's still not talking, but we're in contract negotiations, and hey, sometimes those things are ongoing. I commend him for really just showing up. So there's that. We're not going to dwell on that, but anyway. Speaking of bundles, I see y'all already going. I'm trying to give us a chance to the people that are members of a group we have, but no one has shown. I don't even know what you're talking about. Some of the chat time. I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay. Anyway. All right. I brought Jamar yesterday from Bowie State. No, you didn't. He came on his own. Ain't nobody try to hear that. It sounded good though. Yeah. Oh, you joined it? I got my Mr. Rogers sweater. Oh, y'all on fire early. Okay. Hey, neighbor. Wait a minute. Let me change my shoes. Hi, neighbor. Sometimes I like to come in the closet and sit here and talk to my friends. And, wearing my little fake shower shoes Crocs. But when I get comfortable around friends, I like to put on my Timberlands. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? There. Now we're all set. Y'all ain't shit. I actually changed my shoes for y'all. Do y'all know what the lengths I go through for this performance value? All right, let's get to it, man. Who's investing in the stock market? Who got the bread? I know there's some of y'all out there with that money. I know you got it. I don't know if you peeped that one of the biggest IPOs today. One of the biggest. They said one of the biggest of the year, actually. AirBNB. Did I pull that story? Where that story at? Did I pull that story? AirBNB. They jumped out there today. I know enough about it. We can talk about it. I don't think I pulled that story. But it's a big deal. And so anyway, the long-awaited IPO, initial public offering of a very successful online company that deals with renting out your own property for other people. So they changed the game, man. There's several people that changed the game, several businesses that changed the game in the last 10 years of this century, in the last decade or so. I saw a meme about it too, and I thought it was dope. It was like they were talking about the top companies and how the top company was like, Facebook is worth so-and-so, such and such billion, and they don't own a computer. They don't sell any computers. It's like Uber makes such and such billions in their car sharing service. They don't own that one vehicle. And then they were like Airbnb, such and such billions, and they rent out properties and they don't own an ounce of real estate. And then the message, of course, is one of those message memes. The message was like, so don't limit your your ideas. Don't limit your possibilities on your ideas. Just jump out there. And I was like, oh, that's dope. And when you put it in perspective like that, that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of fire, actually. So Airbnb worldwide, two guys, roommates in San Francisco a few years back, was trying to make some side money. They was talking about, I was watching the interview today. They was on ramen and everything. They were trying to make some side money. So they convinced some people that they knew that they would be, you know, brokers for them to rent their space out, their apartments or whatever, to people visiting or whatever. And then the rest is, of course, history. So their IPO was today. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because it was huge. And in this current economic climate, the stock market is going crazy. It's going banoodles, out of this world. And for a number of different reasons. Some justified, some not. You know, we've been in crazy times because of the pandemic and you know, finance and business is turned on its head, and Bitcoin and went from 6,500 per coin to like 20,000 in a matter of weeks. Speculators are driving the money crazy. People, the investors, the top 1%, you know, playing them longs and shorts, playing that money game. They really, you know, really doing a number on the stock market. But the bad thing is, to the uninformed, and I'm myself included, you know, we don't know the science behind a lot of that. And the people get on TV, the talking heads, they be like, we got a strong economy. No, we got a strong stock market, because the stock market is volatile. But a volatile stock market does not equate to a strong economy. So that's the bluff. That's the hustle. But this one company is taking full advantage, and they decided to go public. And today was the day. So long story short, today was the day. So their target price, this is just, I'm going somewhere with this. Their target price was, I believe, $68. So I'm waiting. I've been trying to do my little research, do my little Googles, right? Trying to have an understanding, because I play around Robinhood. I got a little Fidelity account. You know what I'm saying? Trying self-taught. And I'm not looking at what y'all saying right now, so just bear with me. So today I'm waiting. I'm like 68. All right. I'm a see what time it is. That's the initial public offering. But what a lot of times, the initial public offering price is not the price that starts out when they release it to and open it up for trading, right? So 68 might have been what employees and initial investors might have gotten behind the scenes, or even less. The target was 68. Guess what that bitch opened up today at? Take a guess. Let me go to the chat. Take a guess. Oh, let me put the phone line up here too, in case anybody feels so inclined. Take a guess. I know a lot of y'all not in the stocks. I'm learning. You got to get it. There's a few things you got to get into as an adult and black people. Scotch, golf, stocks, guns, all country club shit. That's 2021. I need y'all to get on country club shit. We're gonna talk about that later. But anyway, guess what the shit opened? Oh, Nola says I'm gonna get those options. I trade options. Yo, I need you to school me on that, because that's what I'm leaning towards. I've been studying. The bitch opened at like almost 150 a share. So today I'm checking the joints, and they like, yeah, we have it's going to hit the market in mid-afternoon. I'm like, yo, get my little $70 ready. I'm going to get a share, and I'm going to be a part of history. Man, that joint opened at close to 150. And I'm like, nah, man, who y'all fooling, man? Nah, you're not going. I know a little. I don't know a lot. But that's that sounds like it's hyped up. Sounds like it's a little inflated, like that price point for you to just hit. I saw what Tesla did, sure, this year. We've seen what Amazon, Apple, we've seen what everybody has done. And we also know that in the long term, a lot of that stuff cannot sustain itself. So 150 out the gate? And you want me to jump in on that and think that that's gonna yeah, sure. It'll go higher in the long if I hold. But I was like, nah, not today. Y'all just what these retro Jordans? Like, nah, man. That's overpriced. Zoom, that's another one. I missed that. But yeah, man, I was like, what y'all doing? 150? And so, watching different talking heads and Dr. Boyce Watkins and some other experts, even if they're not experts, they're a little bit more knowledgeable than me. But a lot of people were saying the similar sentiments. It was like that joint came out the gate way overpriced, just because of the market hype and the fanfare around the company, which is legitimate. Everybody uses them. A great business model, but the comparison was WeWork. That was the thing I saw all day today. WeWork, and if you have been following, WeWork was one of those upstarts that was like, oh, this is a hell of a model. It's clever. It's sustainable. It's going to be for the long term. And WeWork went under. I didn't even know that. So, but yes, John Watson, let me get a piece. You can now. Now you can get portions of shares, which was, I missed Shopify too, Haynes. I missed that one too. Shopify is ridiculous. You can get portions of stock. I got a portion of a Bitcoin. I got a 0.0008 thousandth of a percent of a Bitcoin, but I got it. So there's that. Do I think, I don't know, you asking me or you, RAB15, do I think Airbnb will have staying power post-COVID? It's great for now. I think it will. I don't know if that price point is that's the issue I was having. You come out almost double. How can that sustain itself? And when people get in later, what type of investors are those? I think it'll have staying power because I think once this global inoculation happens and everybody gets the vaccine, because you won't have a choice, and stuff really goes back to normal. And when I say back to normal, not like it was before, but you'll be able to do the things that you can't do now once we start traveling again. I mean, Airbnb is clutch. We used the joint in Cuba. That was my first time. I didn't even know that that's how the joint worked. And I was like, oh, you just go to another country and be in somebody else's crib and they give you a little orientation and walk you through the joint and give you the keys and dip. Like the man ain't speak no English. We ain't speak no Spanish. We in there pantomiming with the keys and the little agreement on the table. We like, eat food. He like, oh, mercado. We like, he like, aeroporta. You know what I'm saying? We do. Who'd have thought there would be a company that would broker that deal with total strangers in other people's cribs? You know what I'm saying? So I think it will have staying power. But 2 years when we start getting back to doing the things that we, you know what I'm saying? Yes, maybe then. So to answer your question, yes. Airbnb isn't profitable, so they might be going public to cash out or pay bills, like many companies before it. Coach Ken says, I'm still kicking myself about Bitcoin because I had the chance to buy when it was under 400 back in the first quarter of 26. Oh, you tripping? $400? Oh, we need to kick you. We need to kick you in your ass. Jeez. $400? That'd be $20,000 right now. And Jay says, invest in drug companies. Absolutely. Like I said, I bought Pfizer, but Pfizer keeps, wait, let's do this. Let's move right into that. I'm glad you said that. Pfizer keep fucking up. When my joint was, I bought it at where they talked about it when he came out and said, oh, we got that good vaccine. I bought it at like 37. And the next day somebody got sick. It went down to like 35. I'm like, I only got one share. What is y'all doing? But they keep fucking up. Here we go. Let's go to this story right here. Yeah, I got to bear with me too, because in the middle of the night, this streaming service, they revamped the whole thing, gave me a whole bunch of new features, and I ain't trying to use them live. But like the whole layout is different. That's why I was having problems earlier this week. They was retooling the site while users are actively using it. Ridiculous. All right, let's share this story right here. So I'm glad you brought that up. Oh, look at that. I don't even know. That's different. Okay, there we go. New features. New features. Look at this headline, man. Pfizer, what is y'all doing, man? This is not. Hey, man, somebody trying to sabotage y'all. Because you got two bad headlines in the same week. COVID-19, this is from znewsindia.com. I don't know. I don't know. I saw it on 3 other sites. I don't know this particular site. COVID-19, look at that headline. COVID-19, 4 Pfizer vaccine volunteers develop Bell's palsy. No, man. What did you know? FDA regulators, however, noted that it was still unclear how Bell's palsy was caused in these volunteers due to the Pfizer vaccine. Of course, you don't know. This shit is brand new. Like this is the trial. Of course, you don't know how different people are going to react. You ain't got enough test cases to say yeah. Like, all right, so look at this, right? And again, I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm not doomsday. But think about when you watch the commercials, right? Let me see y'all. Hold on. Let me bring myself back so I can see y'all. Think about when you watch those commercials, and they be like, side effects can include nausea, vomiting, anal leakage, and in some cases death. Right? You ever think about, damn, well, what were those in some cases death? Like what happened in those cases? In some cases, death. You're selling me this through my TV. You want me to get it, but I want to let you know. In some cases, death. You'll never wonder, like, I wonder what happened to those people. Like, this is that right here. This is the early stages of testing and the shit that can be happening and do be happening. Let's keep reading. The FDA regulators noted they were still unclear how the palsy was causing these volunteers. If you don't know what Bell's palsy is, it's a form of temporary facial paralysis. Who want that? No, sirs. Man, I want it. No. You know what I'm saying? The person suffering from Bell's palsy develops temporary weakness or paralysis of the facial muscles. The paralysis usually occurs when a nerve that controls the muscle becomes inflamed, swollen, or decompressed. Now, who want that? Who want that, fam? Yeah, where go at? Oh, they got all this. This one of them sites with all that extra action. So anyway, yeah, man. So I bought in the Pfizer and look what they doing. That's scary, man. Let's see. Oh, yeah, just talking. All right, so this company could be bigger than AirBNB. This is what I was talking about, right? So I was looking at the success of these people going public, and I'm moving slow. Can y'all see me? I feel like something was happening right there. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, so here's the thing. It's temporary. Suck it up. Yeah, okay, John Watson. Real quick, this company. So listen, man, we gotta get creative. You gotta get creative, and you gotta jump out there like the 2 guys that started Airbnb. You know, it was out of a need, and it got me to thinking. And I was like, man, I need to launch a company. So right now, I'm having an initial public offering that's coming soon. I'm launching a company, man. It's due out of a need. You know, along the same lines. It's out of a need. Let me get this picture. Where this picture at? Because you got to be real about what's going on out here, and being savvy. You got to be ahead of the trends, man. You got to be ahead of the trends. You got to do things different. Got to be innovative. And I look at what Airbnb did, and I thought to myself, what can I do to get people involved and investing in something similar that everybody needs? So much like Airbnb, here's the breakdown. You need a place to stay. You go out of town. You basically gonna borrow somebody's crib. They're gonna leave, keep it clean. It's almost like a property management type of brokerage situation where you got the rules put in place and The money goes here and it's like in trust. And then they get it once the place is clean. You put the deposit, whatever. But it's real efficient, right? But I'm thinking it's more stuff that we may need to do that with. So I'm gonna launch my company name and we're in the testing phase right now. And I'm looking for initial investors. AirBNB. You can't tell me that ain't clutch. AirBNB? Ladies, like, you know, when the world open back up and you want to travel, but you don't want to get that 6-month, $400 weave in. You just want the weave for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So you go somewhere and you borrow the weave for the weekend. AirBNB. You see what I'm saying? You don't just, Friday, put it back Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think it's fluke. It's like ladies with this $800, you know, the good shit, quality. And they go online, set their account up. You know what I'm saying? I just got this in. 1600 Remy, you know, whatever the fancy shit is. And you're like, oh, can I borrow that for the weekend? I got a photo shoot or I'm going, you know, out of town. I'm trying to stun on these hoes. Let me get that for the weekend. AirBNB. You can borrow. Trying to tell y'all, man. That's the I'm looking for initial investors right now. The IPO is coming in January. Just listen, we can do look, we can do this. We can do it. We can make magic, man. If them two dudes was eating ramen, living on couches in San Francisco, working 9-to-5 jobs, and they was like, hey, we should do something where we rent out other people's houses all across the world. Then don't scoff at AirBNB. That shit can work, and you know it. All right. Yeah, I needed, round A finance. Okay, so the first round of financing, we looking to raise about $50K. And that's for supplies, and that's trips to, you know, I'm going over to Cambodia or whatever, to the factory to see where they, you know, where they get the hair. India, I'm going to India by way of Cambodia and take a look at the, you know, see the product, if it's off of real kids or horses, whatever, however, I don't even know how it works. And then I'll make sure the kids are over 15 though, because I know they got labor laws and all that. You get that $50K, initial round A of, you know, investments, and that's the startup. And you get, with your donation, you get a percentage of the stake of the company. The valuation is going to come soon after. I'll be watching Shark Tank, so I'm just, you know, that's what they be talking about. Oh, Deborah Keon said, since you can put bundles on layaway, go for. Hey, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even know that. Hell, I didn't know you. I didn't know you could do that. AirBNB, man. See, ALN. You all the negative. You that person. Hair lice comes to mind when I vision AirBNB. No. Listen, AirBNB. When you go stay at the, you don't think about bed bugs, do you? You trust that the person who's offering the product up is has as much integrity as you do. You don't when you jump in an Uber, you like, oh, this dude used to drink and drive when he was younger. Like, don't nobody triple. Stop being negative. Stop being negative. So when the joint get big and you want to invest later, the IPO, it's gonna come out at $68, and then that day it's gonna jump to $150, just because this is bigger than random spoons. All right, let's keep it moving. I like it. I'll allow it. That shit could happen though. Crazier shit. All right, let's do something different. Here's an interesting story. I don't know if you're familiar with this one. And more white people still going white people news. So have you heard this story right here? There's a guy somewhere who decorates his yard. Let's read it together. Something to make you mad on a Thursday. Man decides to decorate, and this is boardpanda.com. Excuse me. Man decides to decorate his yard with a black Santa, receives a letter from his racist neighbor. Chris Kennedy in North Little Rock, Arkansas, loves to put up decorations. One of his yearly festive traditions is a joyful, inflatable figure of a black Santa Claus. Now, Chris told Today, the TV show, that after 3 years of having no problems from anyone with our decorations, this year things went very differently. I don't even have to continue reading. That's really the last sentence, the most important sentence in this whole article. The Bama have been doing it for 3 years. Now, all of a sudden, it's a problem. What do you attribute that to? People want to fake like what's happening in our country is organic and spontaneous. It ain't. It ain't. It is not. It is not organic and spontaneous. He's been doing this for 3 years with no problem. This year, there's a problem. Somebody sent a letter, signed it as Santa Claus, and told him, knock it off. Probably said, take your nigger ass somewhere else, and told him, take that back to the neighborhood where he said something. They didn't print what he said, but here's the picture. He got a sign out there that says, in this house, we believe Black Lives Matter. Women's rights are human rights. No human is illegal. Oh, they went. Science is real. Love is love. Kindness is everything. Real Christmassy. I mean, I don't even. How do you have an issue with that? Unless you just a hateful, bitter ass hoe of a person. Oh, here's the letter right here. Let's read it. I didn't even read it. Please. Oh, sure. So we know what the blur says. I was right. I'll be guessing and be hitting it. Please remove your nigger Santa Claus yard decoration. Man, to be that hateful is amusing to me, because you really are taking time to craft, using what little intelligence that you have, to be, clever enough to write some hateful ass shit when you could have been doing anything else. The letter continues, you should not try to deceive children into believing that I am a racist, I guess. I'm a Caucasian white man. Oh, no, this is Santa writing the letter. Okay, all right. So they were being creative. You should not try to deceive children into believing that I am a nigger. I'm a Caucasian white man to you, and have been for the past 600 years. You're being jealous of my race is no excuse for your dishonesty. Oh, wow. Is that what they think? Really? I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Besides that, you are making yourself the laughingstock of the neighborhood. Obviously, your values are not that of the Lakewood area, and maybe you should move to a neighborhood out east with the rest of your racist kind. Yours truly, Santa Claus. Man, are y'all watching? Wait a minute. Are y'all watching? Y'all reading this? North Little Rock. Oh, that's where you from, Deborah? What's going on out there? Is that normal? Like, this is borderline. I can't even, this word is insensitive. They don't use it anymore, but this is borderline retarded. They had a picture. Oh, they went and got they got the bean footage. The letter also had a picture of white Santa showing the sun. Hey, man, you got to be a special kind of hurt individual. So this is Chris right here. Don't stop believing. Okay, that's cool. Cool story. The letter went viral after he posted it. He did a live on Facebook and then got invited to radio stations and TV stations and all that. They got to find who that's from. We got to talk to them. They gotta find them. After CNN contacted, I guess, Lakewood Property Owners Association Executive Director Evan Blake, he stated that the association had nothing to do with it. Of course, Blake also said he had paid a visit to the Kennedy family and gave him a free membership to the LPOA. Oh, ain't that sweet? A free membership to the Property Owners Association. Okay. We have never had anyone attack anyone based on their race. Racism is something that we do discriminate against, and we will not stand for it. Okay. All right. You said what you had to say. We don't believe you need more people. People came to rally. Neighbors stepped in, showed their love and support for the Kennedys. That's what's up. Yeah, who did it? We got, they sent, y'all sending salsa and cinnamon? I don't trust that, though. Chicken and pork rub. Yeah, I mean, that was good. The thought was good. But in these times, nah, that ain't the gift. I can't accept that. I'll be like, thank you, and then close the door and put that shit right in the recycling. Can't do it. Yeah, it's tricky because I don't know if it was you. I don't know if you know the people. Cinnamon. And what kind of gift box is that? And what's in the soul? Is that a spice? You give me the chicken and pork rub, cinnamon, and salsa and pico. Trying to start y'all little business or something. Nah, Penzi spices. You just advertising. This ain't the time, Penzi. Nah, man. All right, what else? Dear neighbor, I saw the video you posted. It broke my heart. White tears. Let's keep that moving. Chris felt grateful for the overwhelming support he received and ensured the Black Santa will stay to fill hearts with joy. That's awesome. That's what's up. That's bold. You got to, you got two of them out there. He said he don't care about none of what y'all saying. Here we go. Let's get to the good stuff. Meanwhile, Chris has his own suspicions of who could have sent him the hateful letter. I feel like it's combinations of politics and actual racism. Yes, it is. I am not sure that it was solely about just the Black Santa display as much as it was legitimately just racism in general. Wait a minute, Chris, I don't need you to don't go soft. We don't need that. Save the you know exactly what it was about. Don't play that game. But for Chris, putting up Black Santa figure every year has a personal significance. According to CNN, it brings back fond childhood memories of looking at elaborate light displays with his father, who died over 15 years ago on Thanksgiving Day. Putting up Christmas displays remind me of him. And we all know how important images are to kids. Even psychologists have spoke at length about that. All right. So people coming to his aid. I think that's pretty much it. Don't play it off like it ain't about the Black Santa though. I need you to stay focused, Chris. Stay vigilant, man. I'm gonna send some love out to Chris Kennedy, man. Right. C. King says Chris has friends that are white. They know who did it. But yeah, Deborah, what's going on out there in North Little Rock, Kansas? What is they talking about? And then the man gonna say he playing like Santa. See, this is the part about racism that really, like, it would be good and entertaining. Even when I watch Fox News or whatever, it would be entertaining. The racism part, like it's a lot of stuff I don't like. It's a lot of people I don't like. But it would be entertaining for them if they just knew a little bit more to like bolster their argument. And the more they read, they would realize that they don't actually have an argument. Like, that's the original Santa Claus. The history of the actual guy who was based on, the actual guy 600 years ago is from Turkey, which is considered the Middle East, which could be considered, what used to be North Africa, if you will. So he's nowhere near, even the guy is based on, nowhere near a Caucasian white man. It's geographically impossible. Just a little more, like I always say, turn the page. You stop reading too soon. You got to turn the page. I saw one this yesterday, man. It was an interview. I forgot who it was. I don't know if it was comedy or I don't think it was comedy. I think it was like a news station. They had the two white ladies and the lady was like, well, what most people don't know is as Caucasians, we vibrate at a different frequency. There's two ladies in a parking lot. And the other lady was like, I told her that. She got that from me. So he's going with the back and forth, the interview with the mic. And she was like, I can't find the clip. So, and she was like, yeah. And all you have to do is protect your frequency. And so we can't get it. Because viruses, everything in the universe vibrate at a frequency. And so white people can't get it. So this is what she's saying. Like in real life, into a microphone in front of a camera. And I'm like, turn the page. Turn the page. Don't stop reading. I want you to be better. Like, because right now you sound like a complete dunce. The vibrating part, all true. Every living thing has a vibration, all true. White people can't get it. It's just not true. And that's what they are on Reddit, 4chan, all these back channels. Not the internet that you use. They use a different internet. That's the story they're telling each other. That's why the anti-maskers, that's why it's such a big movement, because they really believe only blacks and Latinos are susceptible to the coronavirus. They really do that. They really actually, like, verbally, I'm not making this up. I'm not sicing. They actually literally behind the scenes think that only we can get it. And so they're standing by enjoying what's happening because they think it's killing us off. All right. Tehran said it's on the roof. Oh, you seen it? Okay. So I'm not crazy. All right. A lot of people say I be hyping. Good. So so y'all look for the root. You'll see it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. And check the tone. Not only what she's saying, but how she's saying it. All right, let's keep it moving. So that was a good feel-good story. Shout out to Chris Kennedy. All right, another this week in being obtuse news. So the Red Table Talk, man, is back with a new episode, and man, they know how to promote this show. They really know how to promote this show. Genius level. And that's a Facebook TV show. And big money in that too, Facebook TV. So apparently they had the daughter of one of those people that was caught up in the college admissions scandals, one of those big time actresses. They had her daughter, Olivia Jade, to come defend herself on the Red Table Talk. And of course, the Red Table Talk is Jada Pinkett Smith, the daughter Willow, and the mama, Adrian something. I'm looking, but I can't make out her last name. And her mom was not happy. So she made some statements that went viral, and they used that to promote the most recent episode. I did not watch the episode yet, but I can tell you, like this person that I'm about to share the screen, I share their sentiments with this one. Let's read this together. Let's watch this together. Because I thought the same thing when I saw what the mom said. And this tweet is from whoever this is. I found the debate over whether Red Table Talk should give Olivia Jade a platform infinitely more interesting than anything Olivia had to say. Absolutely. I feel like after hearing the mom go off on Jada and like, nah, man, I ain't here for this. You shouldn't have did it. She gave her a little spanking on the joint. I was like, I don't even want to see it. Let's watch this together. This is the mom's opinion on bringing the Olivia Jade on the show.
A lot of people are going to have a lot of opinions about her story. She called and wanted to come to our table, and we all had very different feelings about it.
Yeah. You know, I fought it to the nail. I just found it really ironic that she chose 3 Black women to reach out to for her redemption story. I feel like here we are, a white woman coming to Black women for support when we don't get the same from them.
Say it again.
It's bothersome to me on so many levels. Her being here is the epitome of white privilege to me.
I understand where you're coming from, but let me just be clear. I never want to be the thing that was done to me by white women.
Put your finger down.
I never want to be that.
Put your finger down.
I also believe that these are the kind of attitudes that feed the same thing that we're fighting. It's like people look at us, they say you're Black and you're female, and they automatically put us in a category. So looking at her as being white, young, and privileged, and then putting her in a category, it's the same thing.
It's not the same.
I just see it as this cycle.
It's not our responsibility to raise her consciousness.
There we go.
There's going to be lots of people that agree with you.
100%.
And we're going to get heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to get heat. I also feel like this is a practice of compassion. To me, this young girl is reaping the repercussions of some actions of her parents.
No, she ain't.
When I heard her story, it just reminded me of Jaden, Willow, and Trey.
It didn't remind me of them at all.
It
Yeah,
did for
say
me.
it.
As a parent,
Say it.
I'm like, ooh, I've been in that position with me thinking I know what's best for my kids. And then they suffer the consequence of it.
So you think that she didn't understand what was going on? Because they did the same thing for her sister.
We can't act like we know exactly what happened.
At the end of the day,
okay.
I really feel like she gonna be okay.
There we go.
And she's gonna recover whether her ass was sitting at this table or not.
Maybe, maybe not. That's not something that we could say. It's like this.
It's like this. Jada mama.
Today I got time, cuz.
Today I got time, cuz. Man, nah, I'm with it. And I see Willow try to whoever edited this, horrible job. You know, the points you went out on some points that we needed to see. Willow tried to really, you know, I have opinions, and it didn't land. Very generic. I guess they're trying to jumpstart her career, make her likable. But the mama said that a whole word. And I think and then Jada, like, what is this look here? Is this the holiday look? Dashing through the snow type? Is the hair matching the sweater, or is the sweater matching the hair? I'll allow it. But nah, man, like Jada's really playing the middle here, playing middle road. There's nothing. I wonder how that works. Who reaches out to who? Because I think she kind of let the cat out of the bag when she said Olivia reached out to us. And that in and of itself is usury. Like that already, like I'm with the mama on that one. You reached out to us because you know this is that platform. You know, Black people got the most to say about that because of about the college admission scandal, because of the way, you know, the way things work in that world. So you're gonna come here to get redemption because you know the impact and how this will go viral. Nah, man, you should. That table, as big as it is now, you know, y'all got your honorary psychology degrees. That table should be exclusive. Like Funk Flex used to say, Hot 97, the freestyle in studio. Everybody can't come up here. Everybody can't come up here. You shouldn't be able to use that. That's not a press run. Red Table Talk should be some exclusive shit. Oh, who did what? Oh, Kwame Kilpatrick getting out of jail? He gonna be on the Red Table Talk? He telling it all? That. Not Olivia Jade, you know, not Jimmy Swaggart. I have sinned against you. I took it back to the 80s. That's an 80s reference. Nah, man, that's not how it should work. And now Jada, in a sense, she's trying to get that mainstream. She's going for the views. You know what I'm saying? Like by even entertaining that, I ain't for it. I won't allow it. And for that, I'm out. It's my Shark Tank voice. All right, so let's see this other clip because there was another clip where she really went in, and like I said, I saw the beginning
For me,
and she said the same thing to the girl when she got to the table, and I was like, oh, she's bossy. Let's see if this is different. Hold on, let's play this for a quick second.
for me, it's like there is so much violent dehumanization that the Black community has to go through on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Right? There is so much devastation, particularly this year, 2020, with the pandemic and everything being brought to the table, just how there's so much
Inequality.
Inequality and inequity. That when you come to the table with something like this, it's like, child, please.
Oh, this is the clip. This is the clip.
I get that.
I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted with everything that we have to deal with as a community, and I just don't have the energy to put into the fact that you lost your endorsements.
Right.
You know, or you're not in school right now.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to be okay because your parents are going to go in and they're going to do their 60 days and they're going to pay their fine and you guys will go on and you'll be okay and you will live your life.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's so many of us that it is not going to be that situation.
Yeah.
It just makes it very difficult right now for me to care.
I totally
In
understand
this
that.
atmosphere that we are in right now. A year from now, I might feel differently.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said
But
that.
right now, in the atmosphere that the world is in,
Right.
it's very difficult for me to feel compassionate about you.
But
I'm
also-
trying for
And yeah, so yeah, she basically was like,
Go suck your mother 2 times.
that's right. Yeah. No, man, there's nothing she said you can't disagree with. Nothing. And the little girl, you ain't receiving that because you don't even have the context to understand what the mom is talking about. So you can't receive that, and it's not your fault. But there's no way in the world you can receive that the way me watching or us watching is receiving that verbal beating she's putting on you. You doesn't even translate. You're not even getting it. Because and Jada, and the more when I listen to that piece, now I'm like, Jada, oh, you all the way wrong. You're a hoe for that. Old school Detroit slang. You're a hoe for that. Cause this climate, your mama right. This ain't the climate to have her at the table talking about that, looking for forgiveness. Not in this climate. Not when there's two people doing big stretches for trying to black women for trying. I believe there was one who used a different address for the kid to go to a better school district, and then there was one who moved and forgot to change her address, and they gave her 10 years. And y'all doing this, rich people, and got getting 60 days jail time, and you want us to forgive you? All right, hold on, let's go live. All right, let's go live. Welcome to the program. Who's this?
What's up, bro?
Hey, Mr. Clarkson, Studio G. What's good? Everything
Hey, man,
okay over
hold
there?
on,
Technicals? Everything's okay down there, down the hall?
I'm about to meet these technicals and bam, we good.
Okay.
So there it is. So Jada's all the way wrong, but Jada is using her platform now for mess compared to prestige. And really,
say that again.
She could have easily
say that one more time.
She's using her platform for mess compared to prestige. Because I don't think that she has the foresight to see that what she's created is actually something very valuable that could be somewhat of a valuable media resource to talk to people who are actually really handling some major scandals.
Yes.
Old girl is not handling the scandal. In fact, if anything, her mom has it right on, she's dead right, left, or right, because she is going to be okay. At one of the universities that I am an adjunct professor for, there's a group of children called the kids. And it is a known fact that the kids got here because their parents are major donors and they can do whatever they want, and you don't fail the kids ever. And as a black man that's in education who has consistently been told you got to work twice as hard because the world wants you half as much, raising a black boy where I'm telling him the same exact thing, even the uncomfortableness where I'm telling him, hey man, due to the way the way this year of college is being set up, scholarship money is going to be slim to none. And he's a 10th grader. So all that should say is that I'm telling him that schools don't touch their endowment to provide platforms for little black boys that don't catch touchdowns and dunk basketball to come into their school. So for her to sit there and snot and cry about, oh, my mother, yeah, man, I'm letting you know, in being in academics and raising a black boy, nah, I don't have time for that ever, cuz never. Never. I actually find Jada's antics to be very disrespectful to black men or just black folks in general, who are trying to find ways to make sure that their kids can go into school. Like, let's be real. Willow's good. Willow had a hit song at 5, 6 years old. She's good. She don't need college. But for many of the children that I teach, college is going to be the way that they're going to break a generational curse.
Right.
And you have generational wealth. Generational wealth is always greater than and never equal to generational curses.
Right.
And for Jada to basically aid and abide that and not stop that, that's problematic for me. That's mad problematic.
Now I got to be fair, from a journalist standpoint, I guess, and objectivity. I have not watched the talk, the with the actual girl, right? But now I'm going to be unfair and say I really don't care to watch it, because there's nothing that she can produce that will make me understand or give her a pass. There's nothing.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. She went there to be forgiven. Jada was ready to offer her forgiveness, and the mother offered her a lesson.
All right, let me tweak that.
And
let me tweak that. she went there on behalf of her mom.
Yeah.
We don't
But
know
she
her.
went there looking.
We don't know her. So forgiving her is irrelevant. She went there for us to forgive the mom, but the mom's serving 60 days. That's a PR move. That's a PR move.
So I'm gonna use my improv training and say yes and.
Yes and. All right, let me get it.
So the yes and is that yes, you're right, but the daughter has now also become one of the poster children for white privilege, and she's received backlash.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
And she's trying to explain to everybody, my mom is a good person.
Yeah.
She did what any mom would do.
Yeah, white-splaining.
Jada's mom is like, nah, that's not what any mom would do. And the fact that you came up here trying to play that card, you out of suit. You can't play the spades this early. You out of suit. So Jada's trying to calm her mother down and go, well, no, let her hear. Nah, fam. Nobody wants it. Yeah. Nobody wants to hear that. And I'm really shocked that for Jada to be on a show like maybe I'm giving her too much credit. Maybe I want too much for her, right? Her being on a different world, I would think that in her research, she would understand the plight of a Black college student a little bit better than that. For her to have this white girl on the show saying it was cool that my white rich mother paid my way into school. I would hope that she would be able to put that math together better, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I wouldn't even think of that. That was a TV show. That was Hollywood, fam. It sounds good. It's real noble, but no sirs.
I was trying to make her too noble.
Yeah. There's no way, no sirs. No. and for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah,
Shark Tank voice. I'm out.
I asked her to entangle too many emotions.
But the thing, I do remember reading that she was a big YouTuber and she lost big time sponsors, which means it's really just about the money I lost. It's so.
Well, let's I was gonna say, because that's a part of it too, because we can double down.
Yeah.
It's not just the fact that she was a big YouTuber, it was the fact that she tongue in cheek consistently the idea of going to college. She was notorious of going on and being like, I'm not going to college. That's dumb. Like, and she actually one time went on this whole rant of, well, why would I go? Look at my life.
Oh, geez. Oh yeah. You can't come to the table? No.
Right.
No.
That's right. That's what echoes my anger is that you can't be sitting up here having, this multi-million, well, not multi-million, but thousands of followers of white girls that look just like you. And then you sit up there and tell these same white girls, why would I go to college? Look at my life. I'm good. I'm good, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't need me. I'm good. I don't. And then for her to jump up at USC, it kind of really, once again, stick to your scandal. If your scandal is my mama rich and I'm good, and I've already got endorsement and I'm not trying to go to college, then be that. But I think what happened is that all of her mom's friends had daughters that were going to school, and that was a status symbol.
Oh, absolutely.
Not a pathway to education.
Absolutely. And at that level, it never is a pathway to education, because you said, was she one of the ones that, made the volleyball team or got a crew scholarship and ain't played a lick of neither?
Yeah, so she was on the rowing team.
Yeah, the rowing, yeah.
And had all these, once again, no one is checking for a rower.
Mm-hmm.
No one's checking for a rower. But I think the disgusting thing about it is, it's not just the fact that you got into USC. You got into USC on a scholarship.
Yeah,
man.
right. Yeah.
You took money. Yeah. You took money from somebody like, what about, the kid that's at a rich school who's on a scholarship and they're on the rowing team. and they're the one actually doing the rowing.
Right.
Like, you know how mad you got to be when you see the Photoshop picture of Aunt Becky's daughter be like, yo, that's my body.
Yeah. Yeah. And the even wilder part is some of the parents, they were paying like the guy who actually went to jail, who orchestrated.
Right.
They pay him like $500,000 a whop. And when I seen that, I was like, why not just pay for college? Why not just pay for college? You wasted half a million, fam.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's the cover up because the grades are so bad.
Yeah, right. You can't get in.
That they can't get in.
Yeah.
So it's one part. Let me create this talent, this athletic talent that my kid has, and because they're allegedly so good at it, then you allow them into the school, which, like I said, it's that rabbit hole is not all the way dug because he didn't fool everybody. Somebody helped in the fooling. And I think as we research more, we're going to find out that a lot of these universities, the people that are in admissions were in on the scandal as well.
Oh, absolutely. I said that when it first broke. I'm like, oh, this is way bigger. They got a fall guy, but there's no way in the world that can happen without knowledge on the other end. No way. Absolutely no way.
Yeah.
No way.
Nobody's checking state sports records for this girl.
Right.
Nobody.
Right. And I got to tell you, and I'll let you go with this. I was on the row team in high school, and I had an alias. You know what they called me?
What's that?
Roland Martin. Mr. Clarkson.
Well played.
Leave time for Roland.
Leave time for Roland. Hold on, Roland. Don't leave, man. It's just 7:05.
Oh, he hung up.
Let me call you back.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me call you back because he ate up all the craft services yet again.
All right.
He's pissed, bro.
All right,
I'll holler, bro.
Mr. Clarkson. Oh man, that punchline was worth some money. Come on, man. Yeah, I can't tell me I don't know what I'm doing up here. It's live. All right, so here's that. Appreciate Mr. Clarkson, executive producer, down the hall, Studio G. Great perspective. I'm with Jada Mama on that. So, all right, last story. I got to do this because I need y'all to see this. So I don't know if you remember, we had Ike Speaks on yesterday, and the last thing she said was, "Black people, get your guns." So, other people saying it, not just me. This is a great story. We're gonna close on this. Let's watch this. I thought it wasn't true until I kept seeing it, and so I was like, "Oh, well, this was an actual story." Let's get the sound.
Afternoon, 25.
All right, news at 10. Here we go. Now, new at 10.
On Saturday afternoon, 25-year-old Norma Nemox was being dropped off by her sister. That's when she first noticed a man standing in this window on the second floor.
I'm going up the steps in my apartment, and then I see this dude with a chainsaw. I'm like, who the hell he think he is, Leatherface? And he looks at me and he says, "What's up?" I'm like, what? So he comes out of his apartment and he's standing on the landing, and then he says, "Get off my property." And I'm midway in the staircase, and he starts revving up his chainsaw.
Nemox says she made it about halfway up these back stairs when the man began chasing her.
Oh, hell no, not today. Remember, I was wearing my Time Onyx belly band holster. I took out my gun. As soon as he started charging down them steps at me with that chainsaw, I shot his ass. His mind was gone. He didn't even realize that he had been shot. So he's chasing me around the parking lot, and as we're going around the parking lot, I'm trying to get a clear shot at him. And then I think by that time he realized that he was hit, so he took off running.
That man, 41-year-old Daniel Stewick, left the complex after the incident. The woman says he got back when police were there, and that's when they arrested him. In an interview with LPD, Stewick claimed that black people had been stealing from him and that, quote, she was guilty because she was black.
My neighbors knew he was crazy as batshit too, because they said that all day in his apartment he'd been revving up that chainsaw talking about people stealing from him.
Newmark says she's contacted her landlords, but they haven't said if he will be allowed to return. She says it's no longer just a safety issue for her and her 5-year-old son, but for the whole complex.
I guess when he saw me, he figured I was a soft target. Oh, no, 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 not today. I pulled my gun and put that hot lead up in him and put some on his mind that day. He ain't gonna be trying to live out his Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre fantasies over here.
Newmark remains cited and lodged in the Lancaster County Jail tonight with terroristic threats as a hate crime, which is a felony.
They better keep his ass in jail because he come back out here. This gonna be a horror movie nightmare for his ass. He don't want to come back around here playing with me.
On Saturday afternoon, 25-year-old Norman Nemox was being
funny. I really couldn't tell if that was true. It looked like, I mean, they be splicing news stories and acting out and all of that. But I think it was legit. Shout out to her, man. Training. She obviously trains. That's the X factor in that type of scenario, training. More on that later. All right. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, that's the end of the show, man. I appreciate everybody that took part, all the peanut gallery. Good to see y'all, man. Everybody that conversed and conversated at the same time. Everybody called in, Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer in Studio G. Everybody else that made it. Who else? Yeah, I can't even remember. It was such a packed show. We'll see y'all tomorrow for All Fun and Games, 6:00 p.m. with John Watson, our New York bureau chief, and 3 to 6. I'm on with Karen Hunter. I gotta confirm. I ain't even confirmed. Karen Hunter on Sirius XM Urban View Channel 126, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So I see you there, man. Lord willing. Other than that, be safe, man, and just don't do nothing dumb, man. Just stay safe out here. Remember back in the day, you could be like, take it easy. Or you'd be like, all right, I'll see you later. Take it light. Be good. And then after 9/11, be safe. We said be safe for a long time. Now, you leave somebody, it's like, hey, just try to stay alive.